what's up guys, it's your boy Ed from Savij. You already know. I finally picked up scrap Raptors, but I have not been able to find anybody in my area who has a scrap chimera. I don't want to just straight up order from TCG Player. I'm actually not a big fan of ordering cards through online unless it's something that like I necessarily need. I don't feel like I necessarily need to continue playing Dinos the way that the Chimera package is actually asking for. So what I'm going to do is that for the time being, I'm just going to go ahead and show you guys how I would play this deck with the Chimera. And then I'm also going to show you guys a way that you can play this deck without the new pot. So the Pot of Prosperities is a very expensive card. I do know that for a fact. But I'm going to show you guys how to play just a cheaper alternative and how to play the deck a little bit better without it. You know, it's not better to play it without it, because I do say that playing the Pots of Prosperities is 100% the best way to play the deck. But if you can't afford it and you don't have it, I will show you an alternative way to play it, and hopefully after a while you guys can actually pick up the card, because the card is too busted, the card is too good. And yep, let's go ahead and get into the deck profile. All right, guys, before we continue with this video, we're going to take a quick little pause and show you guys the coolest 3D printed field centers that I've actually seen ever. These are the cool field centers that you guys can put in front of light, and it will create an awesome shadow in front for you guys. You guys can go to my boy Dreamworld's Designs website down below. I have his link on the description. You guys can go find him on Facebook and get any one design you guys are looking for Yu-Gi-Oh related. So make sure that you let him know that your boy Ed from Savij sent you there, and get you some of the coolest things ever, from Dinos to Invoked to Megnites to Virtual Worlds. Anything you guys are looking for, go at it. Let's go. All right, guys, so we're going to go ahead and talk about the first monsters. So you already know we got to play my boy UTC, and UTC does get played at 2. I don't think that playing anything higher than 2 UTC is the right way to play the deck, but UTC at 2, you already know. We're going to go ahead and move on to that boy Misk. Misk is, of course, our protector, our savior, the guy, the card who makes Dinos have such a free turn. But the thing is that now with Raptor coming out, I believe the Raptor might just be the reason to why this will go back down to 1. We've enjoyed Dinos for a little too long, and people are starting to complain again about Dinos being so strong. You already know OV Raptor's keeping it tight for all of us. OV Raptor's too good, too strong, and people just people hate Dinos. So now continuing with the rest of the monsters, one Giant Rex. Giant Rex is only a one-off. That's all you really need. But I am playing 2 Scrap Raptors. I believe the Scrap Raptor is actually an okay card. A lot of people are feeling like this is super busted, like this is amazing, like this is the top-notch thing, you know. I'm not going to take anything away from it. I think the Scrap Raptor is good, but I don't think it's as good as like people want to make it be. Like, people want it to be like a overkill deck now, and then you lose to like Dark Ruler or anything like that. But it's just like, the deck is good enough, and it's too busted. Of course, I'm not trying to say that it's not busted, but I just feel like people have the idea that now it needs to get hit, it needs to get banned, and I don't really want the deck to get hit or banned just yet. So we're going to continue with the 3 Baby Saurus. Baby Ceresaurus, too good, too strong, you already know. Baby keeps it real for all of us. Baby makes all of these plays happen because it's not once per turn. And then 1 Petite, of course. The only drawback with Petite is that the monster can't attack, but I mean, like, that's perfectly fine. It do be like that sometimes. 1 Arm in the Door. That Jewel Baby. I only play 1. I believe that 1 is where it needs to be, and you don't necessarily need to play more of it. If you have a second one because you have the funds to have 2, that's cool and all. You can definitely do it, and it's not gonna hurt you in any kind of way, form, or fashion. But don't play 3. I think 3 is too bricky. You're just gonna see it too often, and you actually don't want to see that card in your hand at all whatsoever. Now we're gonna go ahead and continue. This is my Scrap Chimera. Boom, insert Scrap Chimera. I'm currently just test playing with my friends, so that's my Scrap Chimera. Now moving on with the rest of the Dinos, you already know. Prankatops. This guy is too busted. Overtext. I still play Overtext. People aren't big fans of Overtext. And then Dogaran. Dogaran is a searchable kaiju. I've had situations where I activate Lost World. I normal summon OV Raptor, so Chainlink 1, and then Lost World Chainlink 2. you've already chain blocked, your opponent can't ask you, your opponent can't stop you. I actually did it to where my opponent had a Dragoon on board and they didn't stop my Lost World, they didn't stop my OV. So then I just searched Dogaran and slapped Dogaran on top of that and then continued one of my combos. I think I really pissed my opponent off that day. A second kaiju, because I do like playing kaijus, and if I give them this kaiju and I have this kaiju in hand, because I've never had it to where I open both up, but I have it to where I normally open this a lot more than this. And then if I really want to just search this out, because like, let's say I already have a really good hand, that's an instant and a free special summon. 3 Dro and Lockbirds, because Dro is actually one of the best hand traps in the format currently, in my personal opinion. But you also got to play 2 really big bricks, which are Dark Magician and Red Eyes. You don't ever want to open these up, and if you ever open them up, you want to hope that you only open up one of them, so then like that you didn't open up both and then completely actually bricked. Moving on with the rest of the deck, we're going to talk about the spell cards now, and Pot of Prosperity. So 3 of the cards that you definitely want to play in this deck and you want to see as soon as possible. For the people who don't want to play this, after I finish this deck profile, I will tell you what to replace this with. You are playing more than 40 cards, which I think we're playing 42. I'll give you the exact count after the deck profile, but I will tell you what to replace for these. After that, I only play 2 Lost Worlds in the Terraforming, which actually means you're playing 3 Lost Worlds. But the thing is that you don't want to play 3 in 1, because I believe that Lost World is a good card, but it's a card that would normally just get popped, and normally people just Cosmic Cyclone it and get rid of it as soon as possible because it's just that good. So you want to bait it out and then continue with your combos after that. The best searcher here, this is our Rhoda. People always want to complain about how Rhoda is, it's at 1, but Scabby Fossil is Fossili. It's at 3. Like, they don't understand that. Like, legitimately speaking, there's only so many cards you can actually search with this, so many monsters, and we can list them all here and now. You can search up Petite, you can search up Baby, and you can search up Jewel Beast, right? All right, moving on, you can search up Misk, you can search up Ovi, and then you can search up Scrap Raptor. There's probably other cards you can search, but those are legitimately the only 6 cards that really matter. But if you're playing Warriors, there's so many freaking monsters that you can search to do whatever the hell you want. So comparing 100 Warriors you can search to 6 cards, there's really no reason to why. Rhoda should definitely go back up, or you know, not be at 1, right? And then this being at freaking 3, it's fine being at 3. Like, it literally does not matter. Double Evolution Pill, for my people that hate Double Evolution Pill, I actually am the kind of person who likes to open one of these, because then I will do certain things where, like, maybe if my opponent stops my search or stops my Misk from being special summoned, but then I can continue going off with the rest of my combos without summoning out Jewel Baby and popping Baby. You can definitely continue doing other stuff. Like, this is not 100% like necessary to have been added if you just open it and then you're chilling. I've actually done that to my opponent multiple times, to where they just stop my Misk and they're like, yeah, that double pill is not, it's too busted. And I'm like, okay, for the double pill. Red Eyes Fusion, I play 2 of it. The reason why I still play 2 is because I open it up a lot, and it doesn't matter like, oh, you open it a lot because you have 2 of it. No, I open it a lot even if I had 1 of it. Like, that card is drawn to my hands, and it's crazy how much I see that card in my hand. So for that reason, I'd rather play just 2 of it, open up 1 if I do open up 1, and then continue with the rest of my game. Of course, I play the 1 Call by the Grave, but the thing is that I think that the 2 most important cards that I play, even more important than some of these other spell cards, is actually Anti-Spell. This was a thing that my boy Rolando and I came up with, and this was a thing that my boy Rolando and I said, hey, you know what? These are 2 cards that I definitely want to see in my opening hand as much as possible, and these are 2 cards that I would want to see one of, like, in almost every game, because then I can full combo. Because yes, guys, yes, this is a going first Dino deck, and unless you didn't realize that. This is a going first Dino deck. Yeah, of course I do play a kaiju. Oh, you play a kaiju, that's a kaiju going second. Everything else is going first. Legitimately speaking, you can do this, and you can do this, and you can do this. Have that, still bring out Dragoon, have the call by, and then have this, and let your turn go. And then your opponent will probably not do anything. There's like small chances for you to get wrecked, because I will show you guys a small combo of how I play this deck, what my end board would be, and then I will ask you guys to break my deck, right? So let's go ahead and show you guys what the replacements are for these cards. I am a really strong believer that you don't necessarily need to play this card to have a successful deck, because if you're that person that has the 2 baby jewel beasts, you will replace one of these for that, and then you have these 2 left, and you can put in these 2. Oh, you're not a big fan of Imperial Order? Awesome, just make this an anti-spell fragrance, and then play the 3rd Lost World, right? I think that this deck is too powerful, too strong, but you can definitely play it differently from how I play it and still do really, really well. These are really strong cards that can get you win, and you can go off, do whatever you want, and then like not let your opponent do anything. Yeah, like legitimately speaking, you can just do everything you want, not let your opponent do anything. And it's not just because you have monster effect negators, but then because you also have the spell negators, right? But that is what I believe that you should do, and that is what I believe that you should definitely play in replacement of this. So the 3rd jewel baby, this. I mean the 2nd jewel baby, and this. Yes, let's go ahead and move on to a small little combo that I've actually been working with, and I'm going to show you guys why I play certain cards, and why I believe that you should probably end on this board instead of ending on other boards that you've already seen on YouTube. Alright guys, so moving on to the extra deck. For the extra deck, you got to play 2 LinkTrees. Where's my other LinkTree? There you go. So I play 2 LinkTrees because I have a thing where sometimes I'm going to need to banish a LinkTree because of my pot of prosperities. So banishing 1 is perfectly fine. Anima and Garna. I almost never go into Garna, so whenever I'm gonna show you guys what I banish after this. Hold on. Link Spider, Nightmare, Phoenix, and Wyvern. These are all the cards that I'm currently using right now for my extra deck. I feel like all of these cards are really strong, really good, and they definitely help you get to where you need to get to. Dweller, Logia, Dolkka, Savij, Dovo Verde, Dragoon. Let me explain to you guys what I banish off of Pot of Prosperities. When I first activate my first pot, one of the things that I normally banish would be 1 LinkTree, 1 depending on who I'm playing, either Logia or Dolkka, and then probably my Secure Gardener or my Phoenix, depending on my match. If I know that it's somebody who is known to play a lot of back row, I will probably not do that, but 1, 2, and 3 would be normally the 3 things that I will banish first. Then afterwards, if I know that it's somebody who actually plays a couple of back row, I'll just banish the Dolkka, this, and then this. So then like that, I don't stay with a Dolkka when it's not necessary. I think it all really depends on how you play, who you're playing. If the person is known to having a lot of back row in their deck, but if they're not, then I think you might just be chilling. But let's go ahead and continue to a small little combo and to how you should play this deck. So you can essentially make almost the same board with these cards. They all end up on the same board, honestly. So it doesn't matter what you open up. So out of 3 cards, if you open up 2 of them in any way, you can definitely end on the same board. Let's go ahead and show you guys one way that you can make that board, which is going to be Misk and Baby. Discard Misk, Misk and Grave, banish Misk, Misk with special, Joe Baby. Ooh, where's my Joe Baby? Joe Baby. Cool. Joe Baby activates effects to pop the baby in hand. Baby in grave. Search. Add double pill. Baby in the grave. Special summon. You already know. Your Ovi effect to add now a baby. So this is interesting because this is where we're chilling now. This is where we're at. Normal summon baby, effect of Ovi, pop baby. You already know. Special baby. Boom, boom, boom. Now let's go ahead and lower these just a little bit. Cool. So now effect of the baby, and this is where you special summon your first Raptor. Well, your Raptor completely. So this is actually really important. From here, you're gonna want to continue with your combo by link summoning. Always. Let's put it on this side because you can see it better. Cool. Your link Karibo, and now we're gonna go ahead and link away these two to make your Scrap Wyvern's effect to special summon the Raptor, popping the Raptor, and then the Raptor and the Wyvern will help you add, like I said, your Scrap Chimera. Revive the Raptor, and this is where you're at so far. Raptor, pop baby. Baby will help you special summon the Giant Rex. So now you're gonna go ahead and your Scrap Chimera normal summon. Cool. So this is where we're at. This is where we're chilling. Honestly, at this point, I'm not the type of person who normally makes continues making like Appaloosa or anything like that. So by this point, you can really do whatever you want. Normally, I'll get my OV and my Scrap Chimera to make your dolkka. Cool. Because if they think that you're gonna make like an Appaloosa or something else and continue going on from there, that can actually be a thing. So here you're gonna link your Giant Rex and your Scrap Wyvern, and you're gonna make your Verde. Making Verde is actually gonna be good because now you have your Giant Rex in the graveyard, and you're gonna be able to activate your Dojo Evolution Pill, vanishing your Giant Rex and vanishing your Link Karibo. So now when you banish that, you special summon out, you already know, the biggest threat in the game, Final Conductor. Cool. So UTC, and then you're going to revive your Giant Rex. Giant Rex and Scrap Raptor are going to make Savij. Savij is going to bring back Wyvern. And now, this is where you make him. Cool. This is a board that you can end on that necessarily doesn't have to have Savij. You can definitely switch Savij out for anything else. So whenever you have these two on the board, you can even just honestly make Dweller. And Dweller will actually shut down a lot more decks, even if you get Dark Ruler afterwards. Dark Ruler is one of like the biggest, more problematic cards in the game. This is the reason why I've added this. Don't forget that this is a 2-card combo. You still have 3 cards in hand, which technically can definitely all be one of these. And then even some could have been like your Field Spell, right? Or your Prod of Prosperity, or whatever the situation have made occurred. A Red Eyes Fusion from the deck, or a Called By, right? Don't forget that, of course, this is in the grave because you summoned out your Dragoon. I don't want you guys to think that. But then the other thing is that you could have had a Droll or something, right? There's a lot of decks that will Dark Ruler you and then add something from their deck to their hand and then lose to Droll. They will pass turn and you will still have this hunky, beefy ass board on the board. Saying that you, of course, did detach for Standby Phase, and then everything else got negated afterwards, right? If you are chilling in a situation like this where you are, when you have this, you can definitely continue going off for game after that. You wouldn't have to worry too much. But guys, this is the reason why I believe you should play Anti-Spell Fragrance and Droll, because a lot of people definitely lose to these. This all was a 2-card combo that gets you here. You can definitely end on Abyss Dweller, or depending on how you're feeling, a Savij. I believe this is the most optimal board you can make because a lot of people struggle getting over this. But guys, this is Ed from Savij. Have a wonderful night, guys. Thank you for watching. And if you guys have any concerns, anything that I should know about, maybe I messed up somewhere because I'm not perfect. I believe I have everything on point, but if you think that you know something better than I do, or you have a better combo, something better than I can, I'm all ears. I'm always open for some tips. I'm always open for people who have, you know, let me just say it, some criticism, but in a positive way, right? Guys, thank you guys for watching. See you guys on the next one. Hey, what's up, guys? It's your boy Ed from Savij. And don't forget that I'm still giving away this beautiful IP mat. I'm actually going to be giving it away next Friday to one of the lucky winners who commented down below on my IP giveaway short video that I did. If you guys have not entered this giveaway, all you have to do to enter is be able to have been subbed to this channel and commented down below on that video, I want the IP mat. That's it. I want the IP mat. I want the IP mat. I want the IP mat. That's all you guys have to comment down below. You guys will win that beautiful IP mat in this amazingly beautiful field center with IP on it. Yes, sir. My boy Rubicon Gaming Designs has also given us a promo code. It is Elite15. And if you guys buy any one deck box from my boy Rubicon Gaming Designs, you guys can get any one deck box with 8% off. Make sure you guys use Elite15 as your promo code so you guys can get that sweet dough off. You already know. Guys, thank you guys for watching, and make sure you guys stick around for the rest of the video.
Thank you for sticking around to the end of the video. I just wanted to say that I recently made a Facebook group and it's called YuGiOh Elite Savij, and you guys can look us up, or you guys can just click the link down below to join. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Once you guys subscribe, hit that bell notification so you guys can be notified about all the great videos that I upload. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Thank you.